Hi, good morning. My name is Paul Alota, and I was born and raised in the Monterey Peninsula down in California. Born actually in Fort Ord. My dad was in the U.S. Army, and that was his ticket out of the Philippines, was to come to the U.S. Anyway, I started drinking when I was an altar boy at St. Francis Xavier Church in Seaside, California, where I also learned how to be a good Catholic boy. And when I went into high school, I got a scholarship to Robert Louis Stevenson School in Pebble Beach, which was a college preparatory school. And in order to fit in, I drank a lot as well there. But spiritually, it was an Episcopalian school, and so as a Catholic, it was kind of conflicting for me to be in both atmospheres. And so I just concentrated on my studies, and I wanted to go to an Ivy League school. So I got straight A's, and I applied to all these different schools, and I got into the University of Santa Clara, which is a Jesuit school and was at the time, historically it was the first university west of the Mississippi because it was run by the Jesuits. Anyway, in order to fit in there, I drank a lot, and I also was going to Mass every Sunday, and so I felt like a hypocrite because I was a former altar boy, and I was sinning a lot and was not honest with myself at the time, and had concentrated on being successful, and I was treating money as an idol, and money was what I was worshiping because I thought, I want to be successful, I want to graduate from college and go on to dental school and be a successful dentist. Well, I was running out of money, and so I ended up applying for a ROTC scholarship, which I received, and the Army paid for sophomore, junior, and senior years at Santa Clara. And then I went on to Creighton University Dental School in Omaha, Nebraska, which was also a Jesuit school. And I joke around with friends saying it's not what you know, it's who you know, because one of the letters of recommendations I received was from my chemistry teacher, who was a graduate of Creighton University. So Creighton Dental School was the only dental school I got into. I applied to all the other Jesuit dental schools, thinking that I had an in with them. So I went on to dental school, but before that, I bartended for a year, and I drank while I was bartending, and sinned a lot while I was that free year that I had between undergraduate and dental school. So that's when I also came out of the closet and told my parents that I was gay, and that they prayed the rosary every day, thinking that I would turn straight. And at that time in the Army, it was against the law to be homosexual, and so I lived a lie, saying that I was straight, and that it was really tough because I would have to convince friends of mine to pretend that they were my girlfriend or ex-fiance or something like that. And there's a term for that, but I'm not going to go into that lingo. So a good friend of mine pretended to be my ex-fiance, and even at my brother's wedding, where I was the best man, she was pretending to be my ex-fiance, and she was my date for the wedding. So once again, living a lie was not something that was difficult for me to do because I was used to lying all the time. For example, my dad would take a check. When I was a kid, my dad would take a check from the back of the checkbook, and he would use it to gamble, and he would tell me, I saw him one time, he told me, Paul, just tell your mom that I went to play bowling instead of gambling. And so he would pay me $5, and back in 1968, that's like $46 today. So imagine getting $46 as a 7-year-old kid to lie to your mother. So I learned how to lie at an early age, and I learned that I could just go to confession and have my sins forgiven, and then I could just go and lie again or sin again, and that just wasn't the way. And then fast forward to July 13th, 2018, I got really sick at work. I got dizzy, and I couldn't work on patients. And I went to the doctor. He didn't know what was wrong with me. I went through 3 different diagnoses, and he finally said that it was stress related, that my ringing of the ears, my headache, my dizziness, and my fatigue was all stress related. And so I stopped working for a year. And then in that year, I started reading the Bible. And I learned for myself what I should have learned a long time ago as a good little Catholic boy. But I never read the Bible when I was a young child. I attempted to, but it was worse than reading Shakespeare, so I had enough trouble with that in high school. So I was reading the Bible, and on October 4th, 2019, I decided to start from Genesis and read it all the way through. And now I'm in my 3rd reading. I'm in the book of Mark, the Gospel according to Mark, and I'm really having a great time being happy, joyous, and free. I go to AA meetings. I also go to Faith Bible Church here on Sundays, and those are my anchors. Joe, my friend who used to be my ex-lover, and we were common law husbands according to his insurance program and the city of Seattle, but we never actually got married. And we discovered Jesus pretty much at the same time in 2019. And what that means is that we're no longer homosexual. I might be gay-ish in that I'll wear plaid and polka dots or something like that. And it's sort of a gay culture, but we are no longer engaged in homosexual activities because we know that deep down it's just a sin. And our goal is to, or my goal is to bring as many people as I can to heaven with me so that we can live a righteous and truthful life here on earth. And that's why I'm here, is to help. If anybody has any questions, Jeff has my contact information, and I'm a complete open book, and transparency and honesty is really important to me. I've been telling the truth since 2019, and the best thing is I don't have to lie to myself anymore, and telling the truth is just so much easier, and following Jesus is just the way to go. So I've finally seen the light, and yeah, if you have any questions, just please ask, because there's so much more to my story than what I've told. It's just a snapshot of what's been happening. I'm 66 years old, so I've got a lot of wisdom and experience behind me, and a lot of lessons to be learned still. So thank you.